Hi everybody, welcome to Basics of Life. I am taking over this show today. And Ken kind of mentioned it last time. He's like, hey, maybe I can interview, you can interview me. And I was like, I'm gonna do that, we're gonna do that. And so, I'm your host. Oh yeah, this is fun. I feel like Jimmy Fallon. Hey everybody. And this is my guest, his name is Ken Burkey. He is a fantastic man, a speaker, a gentleman. I didn't prep that part, but there's a lot
Really?
I have a lot of good feelings about.
I can tell your passion.
Yeah, I have a lot of passion for this.
It's an honor. It's an honor to be on your show,
yes,
Cameron.
yes. Thanks. Thanks for coming. I appreciate
Very humbling.
the time that you've taken for this.
Yes.
So it's kind of fun because, obviously a lot of people know you, but they don't really get to know. I get to ask the questions that I might be asking.
Yeah. Kind of like you. A lot of people know you, but they don't really know you.
They don't really know. I mean, you, in a way, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do at home all the time? But I'm not going to ask that,
Yeah.
I want to talk. I don't want to talk.
It's very
about your cat.
boring if you want to ask what I do at home. It's not very.
Well, I don't want to talk about your cat and how you like to hang out with your cat all the time. It's kind of more, and how you like to sing to your cat. So we won't talk about that.
I like singing to my cat.
I know. A lot of those special songs that you write. So I have a lot of crazy questions.
Okay.
I want to go fast and just go over stuff real quick. So here we go.
Okay.
I've entitled this ADHD interview with Ken.
Hi, Cameron.
My name's Cameron. Your name's Ken. Let's do this. It's a beat for you. On the Ken and Cameron show. Okay. All right, first thing, I just want to make a general statement. This is important for you to understand that.
Okay.
But you know that you can't hum and hold your nose at the same time.
You can't hum and hold your nose.
Hold your nose at the same time.
What does that mean? Like this and...
Like
Oh. Oh yeah, you're right.
Is that interesting?
Well, you can for a second, then you can.
Are you doing it? I was just curious. Did you try it right there? Can't hum and hold your nose. Because
everybody at home.
Seriously, they're doing it. Okay. All right, so everybody knows you're a big U2 and Bono fan. Oh, does everybody know that?
Yeah, I am a big U2 and Bono fan. From the early days to, I love their new stuff too.
Favorite song?
Oh, come on, are you serious?
Well, I mean, maybe I know there's maybe favorites along the way, but what's the favorite right now? What's the one that...
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, there's a lot of favorites, but I think if you had to just pick one, it would be the song One. Yeah, it's a great song.
One.
Wow. We're one, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other.
Yes.
So it's a great song. It was written actually in the 90s, and so they're big, heyday in the 80s, and now they've done a lot of stuff in the 2000s. But that song, interestingly enough, was a song. If they wouldn't have come up with that song, they probably were going to break up.
Oh wow.
They were so big in the 80s, they thought, well, we don't have anything for the 90s, and then that. As a musician, now I'm asking you a question.
Oh come on, you're not allowed to ask me questions.
But actually, they hit kind of a weird chord on the guitar, and it created a dissonance at the beginning that has that song's kind of melancholy.
Yes.
So yeah, I would say One, but I got 1,000 favorite U2 songs. But good question.
Yeah, because Every Breaking Wave was another one that you liked.
Yeah, one of their newer ones. The new one, California, that's a great one. Their new one. It's called California. Yeah, it's good.
Dang.
It's very good. But I like old, new.
So you like the song? Is it just like one that resonates with you? Just like.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a universal song. We're one, but we're not the same.
Get to carry each other.
But we get to carry each other. It's kind of this kind of universal.
It was the last one written on that album, wasn't it? Was it the last one that they wrote?
No, it was the one that realized they had an album. They weren't going to probably even put out an album until that song happened. So.
Okay. So you like to travel places. Yeah. You're a guy that likes to go around the world. Favorite place you've ever been?
Well, probably West Africa, because for several reasons, for relationships, for the beauty of the people, for just the relationships of the children that we got to experience through Compassion International. You and I have been to India, been to South America, love all those places, but I think for me, West Africa, for all the beauty and for all the challenges, is probably where my heart is.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Now, one place you've never been, but you want to go?
Okay, well, this is a U2 thing. I've never been to Ireland, but I hear Ireland is very, 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 very cool. So
cool.
Yeah, love to go to Ireland.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so I did not book you a flight there to go.
Right. So yeah, I'm giving you good answers. You're going to run out of questions.
No, you're right. Okay. This is really dumb, but superpower. If you had a superpower, tell me like what would it be and why?
Man, we should have prepped these ahead of time.
No, I know. I probably should have sent these to you, but there's no.
Oh,
no, you know.
Invisible Man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Invisible Man. Yeah. You could be anywhere.
Could be anywhere.
No one would ever know.
Yeah. Yeah, to be invisible is kind of a fun thing.
Oh, that'd be scary.
Yeah, to be able to witness humanity and to be able to see what's going on, but not be seen, that would be cool.
Yeah, because people change when.
I probably should think that through though, because probably like.
Oh yeah, it could be weird. Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, they could get weird,
yeah.
but no, more just in that maybe there's a better superpower like strength and all of that. But I don't know, being invisible is kind of cool.
Well, you're already so strong. You
probably imagine the president's giving like a
the prep talk before he goes.
Yeah, and you just walk in.
And they're all like fighting and stuff, and then he goes up, he's like, love each other.
Exactly.
With all your hearts.
You could be in pre-meetings, or you could be at some huge gathering and just be standing right in the middle of everybody.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so I think invisible.
I'd probably go to a lot of songwriting sessions of some of the majors and be like,
yeah,
I listen to how I do it.
So I was let's go back to U2. I was in LA, saw the concert right on the floor, but I could have crawled up on the stage and just stood right next to Bono as he sang. So yeah.
Rehearsals too.
Rehearsals. Yeah, invisible. I think that's a good power.
Invisible Man.
Great question.
Invisible Man. Okay, I'm gonna get you a cape.
I may write something about. What if we were invisible?
That's great.
Yeah, that would be a great.
You should.
Stories. Yeah.
By the way, do they know that you write? I mean, that you have a blog? Because you just revamped it.
I've only talked about it a few times, but it's kenburkey.com, and I'm writing a novel right now. I know that's not a question, but I'm writing a novel.
You're writing a novel?
I'm writing a novel right now.
You didn't tell me this.
I
know you wrote another book.
Yeah, I wrote a nonfiction more about poverty and the church's role in kind of serving and helping those.
That's awesome.
But no, I'm writing a novel. It's a timepiece, and I'm kind of right in the middle of it right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I am too. It's
cool.
fun. It's fun to expand the imagination and kind of get into human nature and things. So
it's good that you're finally going there, using your imagination.
Yeah.
So I have a few would you rather questions.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Would you rather lose your vision or your hearing?
Wow. Neither.
I know, but you have to answer one. It's a rather, not like.
Yeah, they say that losing your hearing's worse. Because your hearing really keeps your brain developed.
Yeah.
So my grandmother went blind at an older age, but all her other senses became more alive. But I'm afraid to go blind, so
I'd be afraid.
I'd have to say deaf, but I don't want either.
Okay.
That's a morbid question.
I know. I have some morbid questions today. I do. No, I actually do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry ahead of time.
Can you mix them up with some happy questions?
There's always happiness between us. So like I thought that if I asked the morbid questions, that they would kind of balance us.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Change the past or be able to see in the future?
Oh, see into the future.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. No worries about the past.
Right. Cool. I just didn't know if like I battle with that. I'm like,
well, okay.
Seeing in the future, then you're like, if I know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But then changing the past is like about regret.
Well, it's about regret, but it also then would change the present.
Right.
Which is scary.
I love those kind of concepts.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, yeah, it would be scary to see the future, but I don't know if I want to see the future actually, but I don't know if I want either. You're asking some tough questions.
That's why I'm asking them. It's fun. They're tough to answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather hear good news or bad news first? This is actually a really curious.
Oh, it's always better to hear the bad news first.
So you feel like you like to hear the bad news.
Let's talk about the problem. Let's talk about the bad news and end with the good news. Yeah, I think so.
Because it's unique. Because it seems like a lot of us, in order for the bad news to get there, it seems like the good news has to come first a lot of times.
Yeah, but if you know that the good news is coming,
right?
If somebody was to ask you, I just dropped my microphone.
Why would you do that?
If I'm angry, that's why I threw it on the floor.
All these questions.
Yeah, I think if you know the good news is coming, then let's get the bad news out of the way first.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Perspective.
No, but I'm kind of that way too. I'm like, just let's get to the point of what's going on, right?
Yeah, because someone once said perspective is a cure for depression. And so I think if you have that perspective of, okay, this is bad news, but we also have good news, it gives you a better perspective. Right. So.
All right, give a speech to your closest friends or complete strangers.
Complete strangers. Yeah. Not even.
It's so hard to be in front of your closest friends.
It's the hardest. It's like with your coworkers when you're when you're doing trainings or you're teaching and stuff. But well, I guess that's different for different people.
It depends on the topic, right?
For me, if you put 100 strangers or 100,000 strangers, there's no difference.
Right, I feel that.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
You're probably the same way.
Yeah, I am similar. I think it all depends on what you're doing,
Yeah.
If it's prepared. Okay, what makes you laugh? Because I'm off of the would you rather's. What's funny to you?
Sarcasm, but not mean sarcasm. Just funny sarcasm. Irony makes me laugh. Wow, what makes me laugh?
That's kind of a hard question, actually.
Yeah. Just silliness, like, again, not disrespectful, but when you can make fun of things that don't like to be made fun of.
Yeah.
So you kind of get into those sacred things, and you're not doing any harm, but you're just kind of leveling the playing field. Like, let's not take ourselves all so serious.
Right.
Let's just have some fun. And so
that's good.
Probably, teasing and laughing at, I don't know, I like
whatever,
to laugh.
right? Like everything's free game.
Yeah.
Keeping that.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are great questions.
Are you actually liking them?
You know what? You do a better job on this show than I do.
No,
you came prepared.
Well, it's my first time doing it, so I gotta.
Usually, I'm interviewing about a topic, not a person.
So this is different. So I have a lot more free reign.
Yeah. Well, you may be shifting how this show goes.
Who knows? Let's do it. Let's revolutionize this thing.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. You with us? Okay, here we go. Next one. What are you most grateful for right now? It's like it could always change, right? But what's the moment? What's the thing right now?
This is gonna sound really either really shallow or deep.
Hey, that works.
I'm grateful for the moment today.
Cool.
The gift of life. Breathing.
Cool. Yeah.
And all that comes with that.
Yeah. I was thinking about that today.
The pain, the joy, the laughter. I think that's been my focus lately, is being really trying to be in the moment, whether you're with family or whether you're with friends or you're alone, and to be in that moment, because it's a gift.
It is.
And it's easy to take for granted, the gift of today. So
it's cool you say that, because that was the theme for me. I was running this morning. And I decided to listen to U2 while I was running. And
just because you were going to meet with me.
Because a part of that was actually true. Yeah. I was like, hey, I'm going to be meeting with Ken. He loves U2.
Yeah, I wrote this, not that you want me to read it, but I wrote about today.
That was my next question. Would you read something you just wrote?
Are you serious?
No, actually, that's not.
That wasn't what you were going to do. No, but I wrote a blog. I don't have to read it on the show unless we have time, but every day is a new day.
Every day is a new day.
Every day is a new day. I'll read it if we have time.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we'll just make time.
I'll keep going.
What's Skyler going to do? He's going to turn the cameras off?
He will not. He can't.
I love these questions.
He can't tell us what to do. Okay.
I thought I wasn't going to like these questions, and now I'm becoming narcissistic. It's like, ask me more.
Oh, this is cool. All right. So, what's one thing you have not done that you want to do? One thing.
Write a novel.
Not a novel. What you're doing right now?
Right now.
Cool. So when that's completed, it's going to be a great.
Yeah, it's really hard. Good. It's hard.
I believe it is.
It's really hard, but that's kind of my bucket list right now.
Sweet. If you could change anything in the world right now, what would you change? If you had that power, like, boom, done, changed.
No children in poverty. No children in danger. No children sex trafficked. No children hungry.
Right.
Just no children.
Awesome.
Yeah.
When do you feel most passionate and alive? Well, what point?
When we start talking about what I just talked about.
Yeah.
Justice. That's when I feel most alive. I think I feel alive too when you can be with people and get beyond the veneer.
Yeah.
And really talk real.
Right.
Honest.
Honesty.
How people are doing. Good, bad, dreams, pain, challenges, joys, but real. That energizes me.
Right.
And so it's interesting that sometimes that happens in the strangest places with the strangest people. It's funny how sometimes strangers will
That's why, because they don't know you sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Well, the fact of knowing you.
Or they feel a safety. They don't know you, but they feel like, because you're that way too. It's like, I see people that engage with you that they don't really know you, but they're like, well, he seems safe. And that's kind of a cool thing.
If they know me, they're like, I'm not talking to that jerk. Okay, this is a serious one. On average, how many times a week do you hurt yourself trying to dance in the shower?
Probably every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Those U2 songs are energetic.
Yeah, I usually shower. It's more Earth, Wind, and Fire. It's a little more groove. That was a deep question.
Good, right? I think I'm going to skip this next part because it's really dumb.
Well, you can't say that and skip it.
I just want to have enough time.
Yeah, well, we can go.
I'll go back to it if I can.
Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll go to the end of it. How do you define success? Like, how would you define success?
I can't.
I've heard so many different people say this in so many different ways, and what do you think about it?
I don't know if I can define success, except that at the end of the day, did you do everything that you were created to do and passionate about doing? Did you try? We can be successful but still feel like, well, but I wasn't true to myself as far as who I am and who I was created to be. So I guess success,
that's great.
Yeah, at the end of the day is, and that might be failure, in the sense of what the culture or world would say would be failure. But you tried. You did what those passions. I think the only thing failure is if you keep passion inside of you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Stop yourself from going there. Live out your passion.
Yeah.
So on that note, like, when did yours start? Like,
when did my success start?
No, not success, but your passion. When did you know that you were going to be doing? And when did you become so successful?
Well, Cameron.
No, but for real though, like, when did that moment start for you? Like, that you knew you were going to do what you were going to do in life?
I think there's moments. I think there's moments where you don't feel successful because you're not. I think one of the moments I felt very successful in the sense that it was how I was wired up is when I got to start doing public speaking.
Right. So when did that start?
It started in my early 20s. It started early. Just because I had opportunities, and so I would speak in front of students, and it was like, whoa, it resonated in me. Yeah. And there was an energy, and and whether not every speech was successful, but the success was, this is what I'm wired up to do. So
was that tied in with pastoring right away, like those two together?
No, not right away.
So it was more public, more speaking?
Yeah, I was a communications, part of that was my schooling because I like to do it, but I don't think I connected it to that. I think I connected public speaking to motivating people to do something. And that was exciting, especially when it went from some clinical speech to, hey, helping someone take a step towards a positive thing in their life, maybe towards healing a hurt or forgiving someone or taking a step of faith to go help someone else. That felt successful to me. Like, I want to do that. It's fun to be able to motivate someone towards a good thing.
Right. Was there an aha moment?
Yeah.
Like that started it all? Yeah,
I spoke to a bunch of students one time, and I don't even remember the topic. I just remember at the end, I said, I want to do this. Wow. I want to do this. And it went back to that. It went back to, you could see I saw I connected. Yeah. And I saw they were hungry for someone to connect with them at a level where understanding their hurts and their, where they were at.
So you're able to use your gift, like that, where the passion was in you in that moment.
Yeah, and I probably still feel the most comfortable standing in front of people, trying to motivate them towards a step of whatever that is. Yeah.
Nice. So that guy, right? That guy in that moment, the aha moment guy. If he could tell you one thing, what would he say?
If he could tell, or if I could tell him?
Well, no. So we'll do both.
Okay. So if he could tell.
Yeah, either way.
He would say, keep it simple. Don't let anything get in the way of doing that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, if you could tell him something, we're talking before we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I would probably tell him the same thing: is keep it simple and don't let, with my experience, don't let things get in the way of that. Enjoy the ride.
That's cool.
enjoy it more.
Don't you wish you could do that sometimes?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah.
That's exciting. Cool. Okay, so what's one of your favorite moments in life? Oh man, we're out of time. Do we really have another minute, or no? Are we done?
Well, we have another minute.
Okay.
One last question that you really want to ask.
Oh goodness. Well,
you're a really good host. You really are.
Okay. Well, I do have one question.
I love this guy.
Oh well,
it's the man.
These are fun questions to ask you.
You can come back.
I always want to ask you about this next stage, because Rissa getting married, daughter got married, but I don't want to completely go there yet.
Okay, so but
because I have another question.
Okay, so come back. We'll do the show.
We'll do that one, but let me ask you one more question.
Okay. One more question.
Don't dismiss it.
Okay.
Though, okay. So how would you like people to remember you? If I were to ask you that, how would you like people to remember you?
That I cared. That I cared.
Cool.
No, I wasn't perfect.
Right.
But I cared. I cared about people.
Yeah.
I think that's
cool.
I
just love that question.
Yeah.
Because it can dictate the way we live, right?
Yeah.
And I think about it for myself, and I think about it for every person watching too. Like.
What's yours?
I think you would ask. I really didn't, but I don't know. I lived in pursuit of helping change the world in some way and people in some way by living out my passion.
Yeah.
Without being stuck in fear.
Yeah.
Ever, because that's one thing that gets in the way a lot of times.
I think for me, when I say I cared, I think I learned at a young age by observing in settings where there were diverse socioeconomic groups and people who were important and people who weren't. I always loved the people who treated everyone the same. And so to care for a movie star and to care for a janitor, to care for every walk of life, that if I was in a conversation with someone, that they would realize I care.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Right on.
That's it.
It's good.
We're done.
We have to be done, huh?
I guess we do.
Okay.
But you can come back. This was fun.
All right, guys.
You were very good.
Thanks for sticking with us through that ADD journey. It wasn't as ADD as I said.
It was way better.
And a little bit more than what you'd expect.
But just enough ADD to have some fun.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming on the show, Ken Burkey. Everybody give it up for Ken Burkey. This is a crowd applauding you right now. People are in their living rooms applauding.
Yeah, they are. They are.
And stay tuned for the next one. It's going to be the best ever. We might do this again.
Yeah.
If you're cool.
No, I think we should.
Okay.
Because you have a lot more questions.
I do.
That's a nice phone, by the way.
Thanks. It's all cracked.
Yeah, I know. All right, I guess we're done. Huh?
All right. See you guys.